it's Ezra May and I am here with Kara because we are back to discuss the music videos from the Backstreet Boys' 4th album, Black and Blue.
Hey, Kara here, and sorry for the long delay, but things happen and now I don't live so far from Brian, so Brian, if you want to come be on our video things, come on.
First video is Shape of My Heart, and this came out in 2000. It's directed by Matthew Rolston. Lyrically, melodically, the video, just everything about it is the best song ever. It makes me cry. It's a very interesting video because it's all in this blue kind of tone, and the boys are auditioning for a play. They've got these two actors on stage, this man and woman who are just like hugging each other and falling all over each other and stuff, but I don't care about them. The boys are just lining up trying to audition for the play, and they all have their own individual moments of being in the play and also watching the play, and it's kind of a simple video, but I love it. I think the main thing about this video for me is that they all look great in it. They look very 2000. Like, let me just be real here. I love Howie's hair because it's the first video he did with his long hair, which I refer to as Jesus hair. It's sort of long, but it's not really that straight. It's just kind of like a bit wavy in this video, and it's growing. Like it's like here. I love when AJ stabs himself when he sings Tragical because it's tragic. If I had to pick one like bad thing about it, and it's not even a bad thing, it's just a little editing thing, is when between verses it kind of just fades to black and then cuts to the next shot really quickly. I don't know what that does. It's just very dramatic and it's just amazing.
It is one of my favorite Backstreet Boy videos because probably guessed it, Nick is hot. Also, I really like the blue, the jean jacket on Brian. I really like that for some reason. Yes, something Brian that I like. I just love the whole feel of the video, especially since Nick says my favorite line in the song ever. I'm here with my confession. Got nothing to hide no more. I don't know where to start, but to show you the shape of my heart. I named my website after that, which led me to have Boys on the Block. Nick throwing the papers is always good. And he's hot.
The next video is The Call, and this came out in 2001. It's directed by Francis Lawrence, and oh my goodness, I love this video so much. The plot line just makes it like, yes. If you don't know already, the song is about that one moment of weakness when you have this guy has a girlfriend and he just sort of goes with this other girl just for one night just because he couldn't help himself, and it's pretty bad. In this video, all the boys play the same guy, or they represent the man that, you know, the song is being sung by, kind of. So it starts off with AJ. Actually, no, it starts off with a weird cat.
Peace out. I love cats. Wow.
He calls his girlfriend and she picks up, and it's that part of the song, the dialogue. It's like, you know, baby, I'm gonna stay up, so don't wait for me, okay? I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'm just wondering why the girl is such a baby. She's like, where are you? Like, don't. All of a sudden, he turns into Brian and gets thrown out of the car, and there are like bullets coming from nowhere, and she's like scratching off their faces one by one, and then Brian goes into the mall or something and he's like running away. He turns into Nick. So Nick turns up at this hotel. He's trying to get away from the crazy chick, and he goes to the hotel, he knocks on the door, and it's Howie in his glory Jesus hair. It is so long and it's so straight.
I'm not too crazy about this video, although I do enjoy Jesus Howie. Jesus Howie is good. Jesus Howie is great. God is great. Jesus is great. Jesus Howie is great. See, I'm even doing Bible stuff for Brian to come. Here. Come here. Not come.
Then, spoiler alert, it cuts and you see Howie, again, getting coffee. So he's not actually with Nick. So then they're right off in the car, and then Howie like stares at Nick and Nick's like, what? And they both look really hot, by the way. And then Howie throws himself out of the car, takes his mask off, and he's the girl. He's the crazy chick. So what I love about this video is that all the boys play the same boy except Howie, who plays the girl. That's my fave. Nick turns into Kevin, and Kevin's running through this building, and there's like graffiti everywhere, like I'm gonna kill you and stuff. And then he walks up, and then he meets all the other 4 boys, and then the girlfriend from the beginning is there, and she's like staring at them, and they're like, oops, what have I done? I think a bunch of other girls are behind her too because they're all getting their revenge, and it's seriously just the greatest video. It's like the coolest 4 minutes ever, and I've watched it so many times. It's such a good video. I love it. Also, Kevin's long leather jacket, Yes, please. Last but not least is More Than That, and this came out in 2001, and it was directed by Marcus Raboy, and it's interesting because I feel like it really doesn't have to do anything with the song, but it's just kind of a reason for them to go out on location and film somewhere interesting. So they're in the middle of this like abandoned town or something where there are like windmills, and they rock up at sort of an old shed, and then they just go in there and pour out their feelings. So the boys do it the best, if you ask me, and what I find super interesting about this video are the outfit choices. I feel like they just all decided they wanted to be cowboys. So Kevin's rocking this hat, Howie has like his really bushy hair, and then the boys have all these handmade necklaces, and they're all wearing some kind of shade of brown, but I suppose they all match each other, but it's just an interesting costume choice.
More Than That is weird because I always think about AJ going to rehab, and that upsets me. Although Nick is very hot in it, AJ is even hot in it, Kevin's very hot in it, even Brian's hot in it, and Jesus Howie. Was Jesus still here? I don't remember. According to VH1 pop-up video, Nick was driving too crazy and they wouldn't let him drive the car. I don't know whether that's true or not because it also said that he was a chronic masturbator.
The emotions in this video are like on turbo. It's a warehouse of emotions. They are full on like declaring their love. They will love you more than that. And it's just, I love it. I want them to sing to me like that all the time. A definite favorite part for me is Kevin like full on jamming at the bridge, and then Nick just spinning on turbo. Like he's just like, you know, that's what love does. There is like a screen at the back showing different landscapes and cars and stuff, which is kind of cool because it kind of feels like a concert, you know, where they have the images behind and they're sort of declaring their love in front of it. There's also portions of it filmed outside, and they're walking through what seems like a hot desert, and there's lots of trees, and they're driving in a car as well, and they've all got their sunglasses on, and I love that Howie ties his hair up into a ponytail. First, I'm starting off with Facebook. Jashania says, when Brian did that head nod in More Than That, he was hot. Hashtag sizzle. I agree. Steph says, in Shape of My Heart, when Nick throws all the papers. Yeah, I know, exactly. It's hot, isn't it? It's amazing. Melody on Twitter says, when AJ sings his part. I know, his whole verse is just like the most amazing thing of my life. I love it. Rachel says, the part when Howie turned into the woman, that freaked me out. I know, it is kind of freaky. She had a really, really amazingly good mask. Like, that's kind of creepy. I don't want to mess with anyone like that. I mean, that's just me. In Shape of My Heart, Denise loves when the boys are chatting and singing, especially Nick Carter holding the note. Yes, I love that part too. Nick's big heart, that note is amazing, and he's just like screaming to the sky, and it's just so much emotion. Awakening at Mysterious TVD on Twitter says, my favorite part is when Brian begins to sing Baby, Please Try to Forgive Me. So the very first line of Shape of My Heart. Yeah, I know. It gets me too. It just gets me. That emoji is correct. Mary says, Nick doing the no-no with the finger. See, I knew you guys would love that part. That's just, it's an iconic part. Beck on Twitter says, when Nick dramatically falls to his knees at the end of the video. Today's video submission is from Kaylin. She has a lot to say about all three videos, so I'm just going to play it for you now.
Hi, my name is Kaylin and I run the Relatable BSB Images blog on Tumblr. So Shape of My Heart. My favourite part of the video is when Kevin, AJ and Howie are all singing the chorus together, and it gets to Kept You in the Dark. And Kevin and Howie pull AJ's beanie over his sunglasses. It's a cute moment. I also like when they're all lined up against the tiled wall, just because in the behind the scenes they said that it's like a public bathroom, and to me that's funny. The call. I love this video. It's my favourite from Black and Blue, and I think it's my favourite Backstreet Boys video actually. I love the way that it was shot. It definitely has a graphic novel feel to it. My favourite part of the video is after Nick kind of flips the car and the woman that's trying to take them all out bails, and she was disguised as Howie, which was trippy. Then it's not Nick that gets out of the car, but it's Kevin. And my god, there's just something about that shot that is just so hot. I mean, look at it. I don't understand. In More Than That, the boys are hanging out in an empty aircraft hangar with a couple of classic cars in it in the middle of the desert. Cool. I hate AJ's hair in this. There, I said it. I like Howie's though, when he has it tied back. I love the part when Nick goes like this. I don't know what it means, but it's funny to watch. And oddly sexy. Oh, and at the end when Nick kind of clings to Howie as he goes down. That's a good moment. Thanks Kara and Isame for letting me ramble. And follow my blog, relatablebsbimages.tumblr.com. I try really hard to be funny there. But hey, sometimes it works. See ya. Kaylin out.
Thank you so much for submitting that, Kaylin. I loved everything you said. I totally agree with everything you said, and I also love your blog. Go check that out. She's really funny. She just posts a bunch of images with like captions about whatever the boys are doing, and it's super funny. If you want to submit a video for our next analysis, please email us. I'll leave all the information down below, but otherwise just comment below or tweet us your favorite moments from the next installment of our series.
It was an okay music video album. Not as good as the one coming up soon for Never Gone because it has my favorite video of all time in it.
So what is your favorite video from Black and Blue? Comment your thoughts below. Don't forget to follow us on social media, check out our website, and thank you so much for watching and being a part of this analysis. I've been having fun. Have you been having fun? I'm sure you have. Alright, bye.